hello, welcome. Hi, how you guys doing? Oh my goodness. It's me, back from the land of Scuff. I brought you guys some souvenirs. You get some gacha luck, you get some Scuff luck. Ta-da! Wonderful, woohoo! Oh man, I am so determined. You know, nothing's gonna stop me. The Scuff can't stop me. I am very stubborn. Oh yes, woohoo! Day and an hour left. Wonderful! Fukai checks the terminal and once again finds that only short-range communications are available. Long-range comms are still down. Pain and suffering. Ah, being lost. Yeah, plenty of time. So much time. So... an incredible amount of time. Oh gosh, is it really only 1 day, 1 hour though? Ooh. Fukai vigilantly monitors the surrounding environment, ignoring Mekti. Seeing this, Mekti decides to fall silent. Creak, creak, thud, thud. The sound of mechanical units advancing. Kukai makes a hand signal, gesturing for Mekti to dive into level 2. Last day 4:30. Ooh. Oh, time zone differences hurt. A creaking ground reconnaissance unit appears a short distance away. Hurry, hurry, scurry this day. Oh man, it's Luluhawa all over again. Oh, going for that event was pain. Or heck, even going to Oniland. I'm a professional. A procrastination professional. Let's just hope there's not that much more Scuff. And if I do get more Scuff, woohoo! For Scuff luck, yay! But yeah, watch me pull Mekti's weapon. I'm gonna get multiple copies in one go. Kukai looks over the broken wall to the right of Mekti, suggesting that she should use it as cover to sneak up on the reconnaissance unit. Mekti perks up with a sigh, reluctantly moving right towards the cover. The scouting units are approaching as she moves. Yes, I lead by example how to be a professional procrastinator. Especially when faced with Scuff. Adversity. Pure determination. Mekti pops up against the cover, using sound and environment to track the enemy's movement. Creak, creak. The joints in the ground mech creak rhythmically. The ground mech stops abruptly, as if its power had been cut. Maybe it's taking a nap too, Mekti. But Kukai is too late. Just when Mekti tries to shift herself for a better view, she conveniently exposes herself to the ground mech sensor. Oops. Beep, beep, beep. The warning light on the ground mech flashes red, and it emits an ear-piercing alarm. At the same time, the UAV launches an attack. The abandoned container Mekti was using as cover just a second ago is riddled with bullets. Mekti dodges the attack and darts towards the other source of cover. Meanwhile, Klukai takes the opportunity to break the drone's wings with a 3-round burst, while the ground mech simply keeps blaring its sirens. At this moment, a group of armed humans and mechs appear on the northwest side of the building, raining down fire at them. Right out of range. Oof. It's okay, we got this. No fear. Are you deliberately exposing yourself to give the enemy a target? Who would have thought that they were out fishing? Who exactly are these people anyway? These are people who are here to give us some amazing gacha funds. They're like, I heard you like collapse pieces. Take this. I heard you like tickets. Summoning tickets. Take this too. I heard you like monies. Take this as well. Like, oh, how nice of them. How sweet. Thank you, enemy. Look at how kind they are. Klukai, they got more reinforcements. Understood. Hold the line and don't let them approach us. Ta-da! After downing another drone, Klukai zips back into cover. After confirming Meki's combat status, she issues an order. Ooh! Good luck on your gacha luck. And weapon attachments. 2,500k attack. Oh my goodness. Weapon only level 1 too? Dang, that is amazing! Just as Mekti rolls over to some nearby cover and puts her gun away in disbelief, a booming male voice comes through a loudspeaker from behind cover on the opposing side. Dmitry. First Sergeant Dmitry. After confirming that Mekti has put her gun away, Klukai turns on her voice amplification device as well. Upon hearing Klukai's response, the opposing party immediately ceases gunfire, but both sides remain ready to resume hostilities. As a gesture of good faith, is it safe to do that? The voice falls silent. Mekti has retreated from the front, gazing at the other side of the battlefield with visible concern. The armed forces are recuperating after the combat. Plan B?
リスク回避のためにも警戒はすべきよ。もちろん可能な限り衝突は避けるわ。
わかった。誤解が解けるといいけど。ほんと、あいつらめんど
It
く
should
さ
be
いから。
fine. We believe. I believe.
昔みたいに私に感謝するといいわ。
Okay. Now next part, please. Entangled state. From here on out, the path forward transforms into an unpredictable journey. Seeing Klukai coming behind his protective suit, why displeased? What's your problem, Dmitry? Voice recognition tells Klukai that this is Dmitry, whom she talked to with earlier.
ハイド404は人形による自立武装小隊です。現在は非軍事勢力管理局に協力し、イエローエリアで違法 PMC の調査を行っています。責任者は存在しません。
If I was an Exilium, I'd have even more trust issues than I normally have. Ooh. Klukai intentionally modifies the part about courteous in accordance with Kalina's instructions.
404? なんだそれ。聞いたこともない。いい軍事勢力管理局がお前らを雇ったってのか。
Although he's still suspicious, hearing the non-military forces administration being mentioned makes him relax a bit.
私たちは表向きには存在しない人形です。無理もありません。そろそろ本題に入っても。
いいぜ、本題に入ろう。
Dmitry takes a look at the radiation detector and ensures that the reading is within safety limits. He then pulls the protective hood off his head, revealing the face of a middle-aged man with an angular jawline. Years in the battlefield and years of desert wind have left their marks on his face.
相変わらず窮屈な防護服だぜ。
Yes, the Wawa feet destroyed my stream. He curses quietly with a grimace, then looks at Klukai with an unbridled disgust in his eyes.
非軍事勢力管理局の人形ね。それにしちゃ戦場のマナーがなってねえな。素性も確認せずに攻撃しろって奴らに教わったのか。
こちらは今まで所属不明の武装勢力から連続して襲撃を受けました。そちら側の偵察用機械兵器にはロレンの識別マークがありません。こちらの攻撃はあくまで自衛です。
おい、頭がショートしちまったのか。所属不明の武装勢力なんざこっちは見てないぞ。
Yeah, Dmitry.
信じるかどうかは自由です。遭遇しなかったからといって存在しないとは限りません。それに先に攻撃してきたのはそちらのドローンです。私たちはやむを得ず迎撃したまで。
ドローンはプログラム通りにしか動けないが、お前らもそうだったとはな。おっと忘れてたぜ。人形ってのはアルゴリズムなしに動けないんだったな。命令に従うだけのガラクタだ。
What's with this guy? Seeing that the opposing side is trying to provoke her instead of making progress, information exchange, Klukai raises an eyebrow and remains quiet. Yeah, he's just picking fun. He's picking a fight. However, Dmitry doesn't seem to mind at all. He continues to ask questions in a condescending manner.
お前の発言については上層部に報告して調査を要請する。
Stinky Dmitry.
だが念のため、そっちの任務内容と隊の規模を具体的に教えろ。
具体的な任務内容は
Like, do you really gotta know that, Dmitry?
管理局との守秘義務に関わるためアクセス権をご提示願います。人数は先ほど申し上げた通り人形2名のみです。
2人だけ。
Dmitry's soldiers are shocked by the contrast between the firepower they witnessed and 404's real numbers. After receiving a stare from Dmitry, they promptly shut up. Dang, Dmitry, that sounds like a skill issue on your part.
404正体は全て戦術人形による編成です。火力にせよ、戦場における状況把握力にせよ、頂上列車に勤めるあなた方の常識とは異なります。
なぜそれを？
ずさんな編成の機械兵器部隊、いい加減な改造、老朽化した
Old equipment.
大方、バリャーグか闇ブローカー、正気ハンターあたりから巻き上げたものでしょ。数少ない状態のいい装備に至っては、環境調査隊
No, 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 it's a skill issue. He says that it should have been at least 10 on their team. But no, it's actually 2 of them. Noticing his stiff expression, Klukai inserts an additional remark. Though it just shows how strong Klukai and Mekti are. If they have the strength of like 5 each, assuming it's equal. Dmitry raises his gun, but Klukai simply stares at him coldly without moving a muscle. Just as Klukai turns away to leave, Dmitry shouts for her to stop. The soldiers raise their guns and aim at her. Really? You're gonna demand money, Dmitry? Sorry, Dad, entered my room for a bit. I was staring at the screen, glanced over a tiny bit. He brought, a cake home. It says happy birthday. It's a chocolate cake with a rainbow on top. At least I'm pretty sure it's chocolate. I'll take a picture of it later, assuming they don't eat it without me. Oh, 404 is full of super competent and experienced T-dolls with some heavy-duty upgrades. Okay, if they're super competent and experienced with heavy-duty upgrades, no wonder why he said he was shocked there's only 2 of them. Like, oh my goodness, we thought there'd be more of you, at least 10. Truly super competent and experienced. Facing Klukai's unwavering attitude, Dmitry takes out his communicator. Over 30 people! So many! Hearing Klukai's question, Dmitry simply assumes that the opposing side is considering his threat, and so he increases the pressure in his voice. Ew. Man, money be rough. Dmitry does not expect this reply. He sizes up Klukai. Like, they're powerful. I would be happy to have them on my side. And oops, earlier it was... Dmitry pockets his communicator after a moment of consideration. He's like, dang, this is actually a really good deal. I like this deal. Accepted.
無駄口が少ないといいけど。
安心しろ。お前らには聞く権限すらない。そもそも内部通信は暗号化されてる。クズ人形にはそんなこともわからないのか？
What you mean, two crappy dolls? Dmitry, you're so freaking lucky. Do you know how much people spent on Klukai and probably Mekti as well? Dmitry! Hey, hello, welcome. After confirming that she has successfully connected to the comms frequency, Klukai ignores the insult and turns to leave. So far so good, minus a scuff. And this Dmitry dude. Oh, he's so bunkable.
本当にあの人形どもを連れて行くのか、ディミー。言うことを聞かなかったらどうする？
順位に奴らの素性を調べてもらう。お前たちも気をつけろ。奴らとは距離を保て。いずれにせよ、盾になる人形が増えるのは歓迎だからな。
しかし、あの強さだぞ。もし裏切れば。
何弱気になってやがる。30対2で負ける道理があるか。先ほどの戦闘もこっちの方が優勢なのがわからなかったのか。それと俺のことは
So lucky he got the free trial.
何度注意すれば気が済む。
It should have been me.
何が癖だ。お前とは長い付き合いだが規律
For
は守る。
free trial anyways.
また新兵どもに
$3.99.
勘違いされるだろう。
Come on. Seeing Dimitri's serious expression, the soldier named Larion corrects his usual demeanor and salutes him.
総長。
それでいい。戻って行軍を再開させろ。予定よりかなり遅れてる。日が暮れる前に進めるだけ進め。
And now back to fighting. Dual beam observation. Once you look at things from another angle, you'll find that things are not always as simple as they seem on the surface. Oh my, oh my.
パラデウスを探してたかと思えば、今度はロレン調査隊の手伝い。仕事が増える一方だよ。ねえ、来るかい。404だって経費には困ってないじゃん。金くらい渡せばいいのに。
理不尽な要求を許せばウジ虫どもを増長させる。
I like that. Only adding to the number of insufferable people if you give in like that.
何のためにも。
We're just teaching them a lesson too. Legit.
位置情報のこと？でもあいつらが向かってる集落、私たちの目的地とは違う。
Yeah. Isn't lacking funds. Mm-hmm. We all know where the funds came from.
若手の子供？よちよち歩きしかできないの？
Klukai sighs with concern.
コーラプスストームは収まったのに、私たちの通信は一向に回復しない。でも調査隊は外部と連絡が取れる様子だった。つまり闇ブローカーの基地局が破壊された可能性が高い。調査隊と集落に向かえばそこのネットワークを使ってアンドリスたちと連絡が取れるでしょ。理解した？
Yeah.
なるほど。でもさ、一度に一歩しか進めないのは子供だけじゃないよ。
The king in chess is a baby. One step at a time.
一マスしか動けない。
The ultimate baby.
超強いじゃん。
The communicator receives a comms request and the survey corps is following them.
こちら404小隊隊長、戦術 人形来るかい。何か。
ディミトリー総長からことづけだ。現在の速度を維持したまま進路を二次方向へ変更。
Change direction?
その方向ではルートから大きく外れます。それに
Kukai has more to say, but she is interrupted by an angry Dmitry.
黙れ。鉄くずに何がわかる。さっさと言う通りにしろ。命令に従い。
Oh my goodness, is it really? Okay, I think I'd rather give him the money in this case. Working for him is just ew. Kukai cuts the comms and swerves to the correct direction. The incoming barrage of wind hits the yawning Mekti right in the mouth. Ew.
何すんのさ。
進路変更。
はい。
Mekti adjusts her posture so that the wind doesn't blow into her face. The motorbike flies over the empty wilds like a released arrow, carving a clear path in the landscape. What a nice nap. The motorbike suddenly brakes. The slumbering Mekti loses her balance, but Kukai catches her before she falls off. Kukai connects to the survey corps comms.
北西に小型生き袋の群れを発見。数は5から10。本体との接触までおよそあと5分。
Dmitry doesn't realize how lucky he is having 4 or 4 on his side. Like, oi, bro, he's just being such a piece of poo.
命令に従えと言ったのはそちらです。私たちは言われた通り命令を待つだけ。
I'm just like the slightest bit salty is all. Upon hearing this, Dmitry utters something under his breath, but it's too quiet for Kukai to hear. After a short moment, he responds with an impatient tone. Yeah. The comms are abruptly cut. With a stiff expression, Kukai parks the motorbike against a nearby boulder.
仕事よ。降りなさい。
Okay, time to get to work. So far, not too bad, I guess.
おじけついたの？
Wait, more I could put out? I don't really need these, but might as well. Ta-da! Ah, community service. Wonderful. So freaking lovely. So good. Eee. Chewy. Eee.
ハンデをあげる。
This totally be fine. Explosions of life. The elites have been eliminated, and the main force arrives right after. Under Dimitri's orders, the troops stop to collect samples from the elite corpses as part of their routine.
到着しておきながら高みの見物とは。ロレンの軍人は随分と勇敢な。
They arrive early but don't help to fight. Of course. Of freaking course. So bunkable. Noticing something off about Kukai, Mekti tugs on her clothes.
まあまあ、確かに大した数じゃなかったし。
当たり前だろ。総長が選ぶルートは
Gosh darn, I had to sneeze. I'm allergic to Dimitri's BS.
生き袋やバリャーグが相手でも総長がいれば俺たちは負け知らずなんだぜ。
Wonderful. Upon hearing this, Kukai gives Dmitry a questioning look.
ディミトリー総長。以前の所属は？
ああ、
頂上列車を警備していただけの人間にそんな経験や勘があるとは思えません。現在の進駐軍には新ソ連軍から編入した者がいると聞きますし。
それを聞いてどうする。余計な詮索はするな。お前こっちに来い。
Dmitry glares at the soldier who has interjected just now. Feeling the surgeon's displeasure, the soldier makes the wise decision to shut up, packs the samples he has collected, and follows Dmitry towards the trucks.
はあ、やっと行った。また喧嘩にならなくてよかったよ。あのおじさんもさ、なんか私
おじさん。
言ってるよね。間違って撃ったからってここまで根に持つ？
Stinky Oji-san.
気をつけなさい。
え？
おかしいと思わない？調査隊と合流してから不明勢力からの襲撃が止まった。
え？諦めたんじゃない？人数も増えたし。
その程度の警戒心しかないんなら、確かにグリーンエリアで窓拭きでもするべきね。いいから先を急ぐわよ。404を敵に回したのが運の尽きよ。
Not too bad. Truly fire and fire put together. And now for a dormant black hole. Beware of the deafening silence. Silence with Dmitry? At night, a well-equipped off-road vehicle quickly pulls away from the purification zone. The emotionless doll in the vehicle accepts a comms request from within the white zone. Sextons? Blue sphere?
承知しております。
Oh, hello, Blue Sphere.
報告によれば、
I love your hair color.
状況にやや変化が。
Very pretty.
任務エリアの外周に戦術人形が4名出現。二手に分かれ、現在エリア内へと接近中。
戦術人形ならいつものように処理すればいいじゃない。
機械兵器を派遣し処理に当たらせましたが、対象の戦闘力は予想以上です。それに
Also?
そのうちの1小隊がロレンの調査部隊より派遣された小隊と接触。理由は不明ですが、双方は協力関係を結んでいる模様。ロレン政府との不要なトラブルを避けるため追撃を一時中止いたしました。次はどう動くべきかお教え願います。
機械兵器を派遣して付近の基地局を一掃しなさい。ここ一帯を無視
Finish them off in one spell swoop. How crazy strong is Blue Sphere? Sheesh. Blue Sphere nods quietly. These orders are familiar to her. It has always been the case that once these orders are transmitted, one dead zone appears after another, becoming graveyards in the contamination zone.
それから
As if to intentionally emphasize the moment, the doll on the other side of the comms makes a pause.
内通者の情報によればロレンの浄化作業部門が目標エリア近辺の路線防衛軍に増援を要請したらしいわ。おそらくあなたの観測した部隊がそれでしょうね。だから急がなくちゃ。ここでのことが気づかれる前に。
承知いたしました。パラデウスの引き上げはほぼ完了し、残るは例のものの追跡回収のみ。現在目標エリアへと向かっています。任務は時間通りに遂行されるでしょう。
ブルースフィアに任せて正解だったわ。あなたのことつい応援したくなっちゃう。そうね。せっかく頑張ってくれてる
Reinforcements too.
後で増援を送ってあげる。着いたら連絡が行くはずよ。
かしこまりました。
あら、感謝してくれないの？数は少ないけどあなたへの人中見舞いのつもりなのよ。
謝いたします、コクーン。
Blue sphere shifts her gaze from the road to the comms interface for a moment. Her empty eyes betray no emotion nor fluctuation, as if she's a military drone that only understands orders. And Dad dropped off something in my room again. He gave me some honey loquat candy. It says refreshing and soothing from Chinatown. I mean, it doesn't say from Chinatown on it, but apparently it's from Chinatown. Amazing, much wow. And what I expect from a doll that's made to be a weapon, even one experienced combat doll, is enough to deal huge destruction. You feel like Blue Sphere would be the exact tin can that Dmitry would actually hate, based on what he's barking. He's barking on the wrong tree. Yep, definitely. Kun cuts the comms, Blue Sphere hits the gas, and the dark vehicle blends into the night. Under the setting sun, the Elmo moves forward, still a long distance from its target. Over the years, whenever darkness falls, the past comes rushing back to me uncontrollably. This is why I detest the night. The Mephisto agreement and the unending work of a bounty hunter isolate me best from this world's maelstrom, both in time and space. Despite the hard work and isolation, they're like a calming tranquilizer. They make friends with alcohol, pulling me into slumber. Yet, the white nightmare does not fade. It has caught up with me, making it difficult to confront the choices I made in the past. A million self-reassurances and rationalizations fall flat in the face of this. The contract with the devil has since changed. I will not run, but am I truly ready? The comms terminal interface shows a recent message from Klukai, as well as messages from before. One after another, the message repeats the same thing. Where are you? Where am I? I've never answered this question in my head or to them. To say the truth, I often struggle to fathom where I am in this world. What I know for sure is, I don't want to drag 404 and their friends down the maelstrom with me. But it is time for me to give them an answer, not in the form of a message. I want to convey my sincerity. All these years, as I've tried to pull farther and farther away to the point of Aphelion, she has sought to be closer to me. Oh gosh, how long did we leave her unread? The Environmental Survey Corps have chosen an abandoned settlement to make camp. The soldiers gather for a round of poker around the campfire, the crowd emitting song, anger, and laughter every now and then. Wow, look at them having fun. Ooh, something from his lover. Curse people's mothers. Lorraine slaps him hard in the back of the head, and the two of them start to roughhouse with each other. The onlookers start making a din and cheer them on. Compared to the boisterous soldiers, HIDE 404 is rather quiet. Mekti is in sleep mode after being busy for an entire day, while Klukai looks on the buffooning and joking soldiers coldly. Dmitry notices her gaze, returning it with his own, with unfriendliness on his face.
何見てる？まだ見るつもりならその目をほじくり出して。
右往の衆ね。
なんだ。もう一遍言ってみろ。
Dmitry straightens up, putting his bottle down.
汚職、賭博、恐喝、任務にも消極。
The way she's just calling him out.
何が違うの？
You know, I love that.
急ぎの任務だとか言いながらキャンプじゃ堂々と休んでるじゃない。極つぶしと呼ばないだけ感謝してほしいわ。
鉄くずに何がわかるってんだ。いいか、人間はな、不眠不休の無能と違って肝心な時に頭と体が働くよう、休める時に休んでおくもんなんだよ。
You're on Dimitri's side for this one? While speaking, Dmitry gestures towards his temple, giving her a provocative look.
ま、脳みそに電線しか詰まってねえんじゃ確かに休む必要はないな。尻尾振って命令を待ってりゃいいんだからよ。気楽なもんだ。
もう一度言うけど、404は人形が自主的に管理するエリート部隊よ。私たちの行動は私たちが決めるわ。
エリートだとよ。笑わせてくれるぜ。そこのチビを見ろ。誰よりも早く寝てやがる。
Let her rest. She's adorable. Just as Klukai wanted to make a retort, Mekti rolls over, laying near Klukai's feet. She seems to be thoroughly enjoying her sleep.
これがエリートってか?
The soldiers of the survey corps roar in laughter.
起きなさい。
Klukai bends down and shakes Mekti awake. Mekti shakes her head around in confusion.
今度は何？
見回り。
Klukai pulls Mekti up, leaving the camp with long strides. Behind them rings out the taunts from soldiers, with Dimitri's voice being the most prominent.
その調子だ。ちゃんと見張ってろ。エリート人形ども。
Yeah, just based on this, I'd rather just give Dmitry the money, be like, you know what? Sorry for hurting you boys. Have some money. I don't want to be part of you. I don't want to have to tag along for a bit. Ugh, community service not worth it. Even the others are sleeping. Why are we still working so hard? Lukai, can we just report back to the camp and then go back to sleep? Not good. Get ready for battle and wipe them out. I do feel bad for Mekti. I really do. She just wants to nap. It's nighttime. It's understandable. But just because Klukai and Dmitry had to make eye contact, then they started arguing. Gosh darn it. Literally making eye contact and starting a fight. Just like in Pokemon. Never make eye contact. Just, ugh.
なんてことない勝利だが、休む理由にはちょうどいいだろ。
Yay. Delayed signal, the past is never truly gone because it shapes the future. The night passes by without trouble. After a couple of hours of movement, the formation finally reaches the target settlement.
協力関係はここまでよ。約束通り、404への責任追及は放棄してもらうから。
Dmitry, you better.
お前らの飼い主に伝えとけ。部下の教育がまるでなってねえってな。
Dmitry waves his hands impatiently before leaving with the soldiers.
はあ、リバとカリーナに迷惑かけちゃったかな。404が表向きに存在しない部隊でよかったよ。じゃなきゃ今頃軍法会
Hey,
議
Black Cat, your dolls are the best.
リバは404の一員よ。後始末も仕事に
They're full of love. Of course I gotta bring them along.
ね。で、これからどうするの？
ここの住人からネットワークを借りるわ。
はいよ、いってらっしゃい。
Now to never work with Dmitry again.
適当な場所探して寝てるね。
Hopefully.
昨夜はほとんど寝てないし、今朝も早起きしたから。
Seeing Meg rub her eyes in an attempt to slip away, Klukai grabs her with haste.
引っ張らないでよ。ネットワークを借りるのに2人もいらないでしょ。
お貸ししたいのは山々なんだけど、私たちのネットワークもここ数日つながらなくなってしまって、普段から調子は良くなかったんだけどね。多分最近コーラプスストームがよく起きるせいで基地局が壊れたんだと思うの。
あなたたちは外部と連絡を取らないの？
それがね、ロレンの調査部隊の方々がいらしてて、任務のために半月前からここに駐屯してるのよ。だから最近は部隊の方の通信設備を使わせていただいてるの。
その駐屯地の場所はわかる？
駐屯地なら集落
Southwest border of the settlement. Okay.
そこのビル群はもともと無人だから、負傷者と感染者の安置にちょうどよかったんでしょう。
感染者？エリットの？
ええ。
A scrawny middle-aged woman tugs at the cloak she wears. Her withered hands fold anxiously.
ここ1年でエリットの感染者がまた増えたみたいなの。発症までの時間もかなり短く。
Oh man, that's just horrible.
症状もますます強くなってる。ずっと気のせいだと思っていたんだけどね。
Not the infections. Klukai and Mekti exchange looks.
ロレンの調査隊の方々を見るまでは、彼らの多くも感染してるのよ。こんな田舎のやぶ医者よりもよっぽどいいお医者様がついてるはずだけどね。お手上げみたいよ。それで仕方なく
Truly, oof.
重症の感染者を置いていったんだと思うわ。
ということは、最近ここを離れた人がいるのね。
ええ、20人くらいだったかしら。それ以来姿は見てないね。賞金ハンターもこの辺の生き袋が増えたって言ってるし、たとえ生きてたところで奴らと同類になってるでしょうね。正規の軍人の手にすら負えないなら、私たちもいつまで持つか。
She bites her lip, unable to continue the topic.
ごめんなさい。子供の世話があるから。
わかったわ。
Go get your kiddo. The woman nods and closes the old worn door.
ここらの闇ブローカーの基地局、もろすぎない？本当に全部壊れちゃったの？来るかい？どうする？
静的マップで合流地点を確認できるわ。そう遠くない。ここから約 1,2 時間の距離ね。
危険すぎるよ。今は静的マップしかないんだよ。またあの機械どもに襲われたら絶対道に迷うって。
Ah, getting lost. Mekti grabs and rubs her hair as if experiencing a breakdown. Her tangled hair threads as messy as her mentally exhausted neural cloud.
やっぱりさ、ここは賞金ハンターとか闇ブローカーのキャラバンを待って一緒に帰らない？
あんたの思考が諦めるのと同じくらい早ければ、404はもっと強くなれたでしょうに。
だったら秒で考えるのを諦めてやる。
今は信号がないことだけが問題よ。信号とネットワーク
True, it just is in this world.
万事解決するわ。
No doctor, no Kelsey.
だから
Just
さっきから
pain and suffering.
どこにも信号なんかないって。あるとすれば、ちょっと待った。もしかして調査隊に泣きつく気なの？
Kukai nods calmly.
無理に決ま
Ah, wonderful.
ディミトリーの他にもっと厄介なお偉いさんがいたらどうするのさ。
人間に
End stage boss. Well, Mekti, honestly, we don't gotta worry about the boss. He's powerful enough, plus bringing along a friend Klukai. Oh my goodness, yes. All is well in the world. We'll be chill here.
増えるだけとかカッコつけてたの。どこの誰？わかったよ。行けばいいんでしょ。
Kukai and Mekti arrive near the complex situated on the southwest side of the settlement. They see a transport escorted by military jeeps arrive and stop at the nearby field. Personnel in protective suits remove supply boxes from the vehicle. Hearing the commotion, medics from the survey corps come out of the complex to meet with them.
あれってロレンの輸送車だよね。
It helps explain why codes like Radius are able to take hold. People are desperate for anything, yeah.
あの人たちに聞いてみようよ。案外上と交渉しなくてもアクセスキーが手に入るかもよ。
As she speaks, Mekti moves towards the transport, but is dragged into a hiding spot by Klukai.
どうしたのさ。まさか今さら後悔したとかじゃ。
あれはロレンの車じゃないわ。
お、本当だ。ロレンのマークじゃない。
いくらイエローエリアが危険でも輸送車1台にこれだけの護衛はやりすぎよ。
届く医薬品が多けりゃ救える命も増える。人形にはそんなこともわからねえ
Yeah, Dmitry. Dimitri's resonant voice rings out from a dozen meters behind the duo. Ah, we're stuck with him again. It was nice for like a few minutes.
もっと目立たずにやるんだな。だがまあ
Standing up from behind cover, Dimitri's gun is aimed at Klukai.
ここにいる理由は聞いておいてやろう。何が目的だ。話せ。俺を納得させてみろ。
Klukai and Mekti is instantly surrounded by armed soldiers who have popped up from behind walls. They're all aiming at the duo. Klukai gives Mekti a look. They raise their hands to show that they have no intention to fight.
あんたに用があるの。
何？
Dmitry stares at the two dolls, but eventually lowers his weapon. However, he does not order his subordinates to stand down.
俺に何の用だ。
私たちは
お前じゃない。チビに言わせろ。
The yawning Mekti is given a rude shock upon hearing those words. With her mouth still open, she quizzingly points at herself with a look of disbelief on her face.
そうだ。お前だ。
She's like, me? I'm the chosen one? Seeing that Klukai has given her a nod, Mekti scratches her head in resignation.
その
Mekti explains their situation to Dmitry, then tells him about their request to gain access to communications.
やっぱりな。護送なんてのは建前だったわけだ。人形にしちゃ意外と頭が回るじゃねえか。
来るかい。これって褒めてるの？
What a weird guy.
だな。
Compliments from Dmitry? Ew, disgusting.
ネットワークを貸して。
Nasty.
俺たちには関係ねえな。とっとと失せろ。
費用なら払うわ。
でかい口叩きやがって。管理局の関係者だからって値引きできると思うなよ。
Facing Klukai's unyielding attitude, Dmitry lifts an eyebrow and switches to a cantankerous tone.
ここは 確かに信号が悪い。軍用チャンネルを使うにしても特殊な受信増幅装置が必要だ。設備及びチャンネルの使用料、メンテ費用、デポジット、設備を貸し出すことで被る損害への保証金、それから
いくらなの？
Dmitry makes a hand gesture.
ぼったくりだ
Uncle.
なのは闇ブローカーの方が向いてるんだ。
Ah, no discounts, of course.
払えるなら払う。
Uncle.
出なければ失せろ。
いいわ。
It's not just Mekti. A flash of surprise runs across Dimitri's face as well.
口座情報を教えなさい。
Wow.
どうせあんたのプライベート口座だと思うけど。
Dang, Klukai. She's just like, sure, you know what? I'll pay it. I can do this.
これはロレン正規調査部隊の専用チャンネルだ。
I'm rich after everyone's spent on my banner.
怪しいやつとの連絡が分かれば直ちに使用権限を剥奪するから。
Everyone who spent on me and my weapon. I got bank.
物資の護送すら外部に頼むしかないあんたたちよりマシよ。
I wish she could pay for our gotcha pools. You know, I'd help her.
お前には分からねえぞ。これはな、民間
Or, Klukai, can you please convince Mekti to give me her weapon?
このご時世
Come on.
どいつもこいつも
Pretty please.
必要としてる。のんきにロレンの専属者を待ってたら患者なんざとっくにあの世だぞ。それにこれは俺たちじゃない、上が決めたことだ。人形は黙ってろ。おい、必要な情報を教えてやれ。はっ。
A subordinate besides Dmitry nods, then starts working on the trade. Klukai's communicator rings.
受け取ったわ。
Klukai feet or macchiato feet? Macchiato. Shortly after, Dimitri's communicator rings as well. After taking a glance at the balance in his account, Dmitry closes the interface irritably. He's like, dang, she actually was able to pay it.
必要なもんが手に入ったんならとっとと失せろ。
Dmitry, why are you acting like this? Come on, she gave you the money you demanded. Pocketing her communicator, the two dolls turn towards the exit of the camp. After leaving the Survey Corps camp, Klukai immediately establishes communications with Andorus and Bielka. Bielka's voice and the projection appears immediately. Ooh, she answered immediately. Dang, girl.
すぐ入ると思ったらいきなり連絡がつかなくなるし。
She's just been waiting around the communicator for a call.
連絡
That's kinda cute, actually.
美容家ずっと心配してたんだよ。自分だけでローラー作戦するって聞かなくて。だってお姉ちゃんがいないと生きていけないもん。
わかったから本題に入るわよ。予定した集落には着いた？
なんとか順調とは言えないけど。
Andorus wears an expression of worry, yet she touches her face relaxedly.
私たちも途中から信号が途切れちゃった。出発する前にレールに受信増幅。
Yeah, Dmitry and Klukai are both prideful, but oh my goodness, Dmitry, he's just rude with his words. He's condescending.
謎の勢力には遭遇しなかったし、日差しや風向き、
Like, arrogant is one thing, condescending is another.
道に迷わずに済んだんだ。集落に着いた後は住民からネットワークを借りたよ。ずっと連絡がつくか試してた。
へえ、なかなか様になってきたじゃない。
お姉ちゃんに褒められちゃった。超嬉しい。クルカイ隊長の訓練のおかげだね。
それに比べて未熟な誰かさんはバイクの後ろでギャーギャー騒ぐだけ。
Gee. So sleepy. Mekti has taken the opportunity to switch to sleeping mode at an unbelievable speed while they were talking. Watching the unambitious Mekti, Klukai lets out a sigh.
朝から晩まで寝てばっかり。
I don't blame her.
今はゆっくり休ませてあげて。ミシティも疲れたんだよ。
Sleep feels nice after all.
こいつ甘やかすとます ますます図に乗るわよ。
After placing a makeshift pillow of clothes under Mekti's head, Klukai ultimately allows her to continue her slumber.
アンドリス、ビオ
Aw, she gave her a pillow.
座標まですぐに来て。ここの調査
That's
隊の
nice
様子を
considering she broke the other pillow.
環境変化やパラ
The
デウス
perfect
の
pillow.
何か関係があるかもしれない。私とミスティはこのまま調査を続けるわ。
分かった。
それとこれについて調べておいて。
Klukai sends over footage and images as she has taken over to Andrus.
これは
ロレンの物資補給車らしいけど、見たことないマークがついている上に武装した護衛が数多くいたわ。
このエリアの異変と何か関係があるんだね。
今はまだ何とも。でも用心するに越したことはないわ。
分かった。調べておくね。
通信状況を維持。何かあったらすぐに連絡して。
了解。
After ending the communication, Klukai finally has some time to herself. She opens her message interface. As expected, there is no message from that particular person. Klukai understands that she would definitely hear about it if they had met an end, so if they don't respond, they are safe. With this line of thought, Klukai pockets her communicator. Dang. It's like, it's okay. It's fine if that person doesn't respond. At least I know they are alive. Sobs. Title effect. The silence here means an uproar far away. Oh no, not an uproar. With Andrus's information, Klukai can confirm that the underground brokers network used by 404 was completely down. So she decides to contact Deer for an arrangement. After communicating the situation with Deer, he unexpectedly bears a face of resignation.
闇ブローカーのネットワークが完全に死んだか。ああ、ジャミングについてはアンドリスから聞いた。
それでどう解決するの？
Funky mission titles and quotes.
今まで404が汚染エリアで使ってたのは闇ブローカーの提供したネットワークだ。俺の専門は人形整備、基地局の修理じゃない。しかも奴らの建てた基地局は長年ほったらかされたままだ。俺に何ができるってんだ。
なんですって？
そんな怖い顔で睨む。
There.
俺がどうとかよりもそもそも今回の目的地がレッドエリアに近すぎるんだ。
Stare, stare, stare.
往来も少ない。人がいなければ収入もない。闇ブローカーがメンテを怠るのは当然だ。
だったら奴らに修理させなさいよ。
とっくにそうしてるよ。あいつらの性格はわかるだろう。修理依頼の返事に1ヶ月、修理に取り掛かるまでさらに1ヶ月。料金の上乗せ、それが技術サポートで解決できないか、もう一度交渉してみるよ。先に言っとくけど、いつ復旧できるかは誰にもわからないからな。それまでは調査隊のネットワークでも使っとけ。
Thought of having to continue cooperating with those soldiers irritates Klukai. I don't blame her. At this moment, a comms request from Andrus appears on her visual interface.
とにかくどんな手を
It's
使
like, I gotta work with them some more? Really?
いいわね。
Can't we get rid of them already?
闇ブロー
No?
カーが私に会いたいのなら話は別だけど。
おお、怖っ。
悪いけど用事があるから。それじゃ。
Klukai switches over to Andrus's comm request. The sounds of gunfire and the roars of Elids can be heard through the comms.
隊長、生き袋が大量に出現したの。応援をお願い。
Ah,
お姉ちゃん助けて。アンドリスの運転でも潰しきれない。
the Jeep couldn't crush them all.
了解。進路はそのまま。
I love the thought of them just running them over.
やらないで。
It's like, who needs to properly shoot stuff when you can just run them over with a jeep? Gotta love the power of Truck-kun. After confirming their coordinates, Klukai secures the sleeping Mekti on the motorbike's backseat before hitting the gas. Driving on the open wilds, the bumpy ride finally manages to wake up Mekti.
私は誰？ここはどこ？てか、何このシートベルトの締め方？
文句言う暇があったら前の池袋を撃って。
なら先にほどいてよ。これじゃ動けないよ。
Dmitry really is the main stinker. Move quickly. Andres and the team need support. Ah yes, move quickly. Got this. Okay, never mind. There. Dmitry acts as if a doll stole his lunch money when he was a kid. Or maybe a doll stole, like, his girlfriend or something. And that's why he's so freaking salty. Ta-da! Next, please. Making up for the missed time due to the scuff. Cries. Hearing the shouts from the comms channel, Mekti scratches her head.
別にいいけどさ。一応私もいるんだよ。
404小隊、これより殲滅行動開始。対象、敵性池袋。
了解。任せて。はい。
Andreas is a yandere. You know, if she was, that would make her even better. Oh man, that means I'd have to summon her too. Don't wanna... You know what, might as well, why not? I ain't gonna use those anyways. Just put some blocks down. Except the block just was destroyed, you know, we didn't need that anyways. Oh, beautiful. Right after the last bullet ends the final Elid, Bailka jumps off the boulder and rapidly sprints to where Klukai is. Rejected. Oof. So sad, pain and suffering.
訓練通りに行動せずに自分から池袋の群れに突っ込んだのはそれが理由
Let it sink in that Dmitry has a 6 dupe Klukai doing community service for him. So jealous.
違うもん。 生き袋が怖くてパニックに
Not just a 6 dupe Klukai, 6 dupe Mekti.
助かっちゃった。お姉ちゃんってば超かっこいい。
打ち漏らした生き袋
You
が
got
い
the
ないか
404 squad in their prime.
拠点に戻されたくなかったらさっさと行きなさい。
Evading Bailka's reluctant puppy gaze, Klukai turns towards Underis, who has just walked over.
どうなってるの？生き袋がこれだけ集まるなんて。無駄な衝突は避けろと言ったはずよね。私たちの目的はパラデウスの調査よ。生き袋を駆除しに来たんじゃないわ。
ごめんなさい。気をつけてはいたんだけど。
Underis shows her data records that she has on hand.
生き袋の群れがなぜか行く先々に現れるの。まるで私たちと同じ方向を目指してるみたいに。
どういうこと？データを見せて。
今送るね。
After skimming the data, Klukai feels that there's something off, but she doesn't manage to think of any implications.
ひとまずこの件は置いておくとして、頼んでおいたことは？
ちゃんと調べたよ。隊長が見たマークはホワイトエリアに本社を構える。
Underis is just sweet and caring. She's never once done any undead thing. She's a new Civ doll made into a T doll, who's from the nicest side of town. Aw.
業務範囲は物資
She's just a sweetheart then.
などを含むが、これらに限定されないってホームページには書かれてた。社員はおよそ2000名。グリーンエリアとイエローエリアをまたいで活動してるみたいね。Z から始まるデータが直近のオーダー記録だけど、権限の問題で確認できるのはこれだけだった。
セスト&ファルベングループ？これが主な取引先なの？オーダーの 85%。
85% of the commissions. Holy cow, that is a lot.
私も気になってこのグループに関する情報を集めてみたの。
続けて。
Witnessing the information of her initial speculation, Underis organizes her thoughts and continues.
セシュト&ファルベン、ドイツとフランスによる大手医療科学グループ。一部の業務はロレンのいくつかの部署とつながっている。
Pharmaceuticals, huh?
普段の輸送業務は基本的にはマグニセキュリティに任せっきりみたい。
Intriguing.
今時 PMC なんて珍しくもないし、マグニセキュリティより大きい企業も少なくない。セスト&ファルベンが彼らを選んだ理由は？
多分これかな。
As she spoke, Underis sent another set of data to Klukai.
セスト&ファルベンがマグニセキュリティの筆頭株主なの？
具体的な契約書は見つからなかったけど、過去の資料によればかつてマグニセキュリティと同盟のセキュリティ部門があったみたい。その部門責任者が今のマグニセキュリティの代表ってわけ。マグニセキュリティそのものもグループ専属の嫌いがあるね。
子会社化したのね。道理でつながりが深いわけだわ。
うん。税務処理の点から組織構造を調整したんだと思う。グリーンエリアやホワイトエリアではよくあることだけど。
そうね。さっき言ってたロレンとのつながりというのは？
主に薬品の供給と研究開発だね。
本当に薬を運んでるだけなの？
Maybe they could just be transporting medicine.
リバにこの件について
Potentially?
させて。
Who knows?
もうしてあるよ。リバが手にした情報によると、確かにロレン中央政府の派遣した環境調査隊が数日前に特効薬を注文しているみたい。でも管理局の管轄外だから正規部隊じゃなくて PMC を使う理由はわからないって。
そう。
以上が現時点で収集できる全ての情報だよ。私じゃ初歩的な判断でしか選別できないから、全部の資料をセカンダリレベルに共有しておくね。後でもう一度確認。
That sounds like a good report so far.
どうかした？
短時間で集めた情報の量も質も以前より格段に上がってるじゃない。ちゃんと段取りを踏むようになったし、少しずつ
Kukai sounds impressed.
情報への判断
Great job, Andres.
ついてる。
Kukai turns her head after noticing Andres' smile.
合格
Oh, the blushy.
してあげる。
You pass. Just a simple little you pass.
頑張ります。みんなに追いつけたら隊長にも喜んでもらえるかな。
調子に乗らないで。
はーい。
A thought hits Kukai just as they end the topic of the conversation.
美容か？
はいはい。お姉ちゃん呼んだ？
She's so excited. She's like, am I gonna get praised next too? Hearing Kukai's voice, the patrolling Byakuya rushes back.
あそこの寝ぼすけを叩き起こして、そろそろ行くわよ。
オッケー。任せて。
Or not. Kukai looks towards Andres as Byakuya runs off.
ミスティは私が連れて行くわ。あんたは美容家をよろしく。それと民謡のはここじゃ不安定だから、あんたたちも調査隊の軍用チャンネルを使って。
わかった。あ、隊長。
どうしたの？
風速と放射線量が変化してる。多分またコーラプスストームが来るよ。
わかったわ。寄り道せずに集落に戻るわよ。
Alrighty.
想定通りの勝利です。本当はもう少し。
Next one, please. As HIDE 404 reaches less than a kilometer away from the settlement, Anders' voice comes up from level 2. Oh, an SOS signal. Ooh.
了解。こっちに繋いで。
Upon accepting the comms request, a familiar booming male voice rings out from within the sea of noise. Ah. Hi, Dmitry. You gonna ask nicely now, Dmitry, for help? He's momentarily shocked upon hearing Klukai's voice. He's like, oh, out of everyone to answer my call, it had to be her. Literally, why you again? Yeah, will. How the turntables, for reals.
協力関係は終了したはずだけど。
I like how Klukai's like, nah, bruh. Level 30. Ooh. As she cleanly cuts the comms, Kukai issues an order through level 2 to all of HIDE 404. I like how Mickey's confused. She's like, wait, what? Huh? What did I miss? He still had to put in a quick jab, though. He couldn't ask her nicely. He had to be like, well, prove to me that you're not just... you know... a bag of bolts that only listens to, like, orders. One does not need Andorus to see that the intense gunfire and screams that signal a fierce upcoming battle. The armed forces and mechs surround a single large boojum. The rifle rounds do not seem to do any real damage against its hardened skin. The storm throws up yellow sand, making the small buildings of the settlement in the distance seem even more dilapidated and brittle. The boojum waves its thick and sturdy limbs around, toppling over a heavy jeep with ease. The men in the jeep who have no time to escape are buried for eternal sleep in this dangerous wilderness before they can even scream. Kukai takes a deep breath, getting ready to press the button. However, she's a little hesitant. Andorus' voice once again stutters, the amount and complexity of battlefield information almost overwhelming her to the point of crashing. But line after line of battle intel continues to successfully be transmitted to Kukai through level 2. After quickly processing the information from Andorus, Kukai roughly understands what she means. Oh dang, it evolved that much. Andorus returns to normal once the data transmission is over. Ooh, new combat program. Thank you, Andorus. Okay, just one chance. Yeah, trust your big sister, Kukai. Believe in Kukai One-chan. Don't worry, Byoka. In gameplay, the boss ain't too OP. I love that. Kukai heads towards the battlefield and finds Dmitry, who is currently commanding the battle. Dmitry, do you want help or not? Circuit brain, excuse you, Dmitry. Yeah, shut up, Dmitry. You know you can't beat it. Just listen to her, Dmitry. I like that. Dmitry stares at Kukai after confirming that she isn't messing with him at all. He turns and presses the button on his comms device. He's like, okay, fine. The formation starts moving orderly once the order is received. Dmitry puts on his comms device and squints at Klukai.
アクセスキーだ。しくじるな。
404正体に二言がないか。
Come on, Dmitry, let them cook. Ew. Good job, keep it up.
どいて。
That thing is huge too.
おじけついたの？
Ew. Terror horn.
交換するなら今のうちよ。目標進力。
Look at how intense this is. Oh yeah, they're trying their best at least. Oof. Well, munch, munch, crunch, crunch. The guy who just gave up.
あと35秒よ。持ちこたえて。
Like, man, don't drop your weapon.
30。25。20。
Look at her just soloing them. Ah. Good aim.
あと15秒。
Oh, having to stall for 15 more seconds though.
お願い。12、11、10。
Oh, the dramatic countdown.
やつを抑えろ。そう。爆が薄いぞ。撃て。撃ちまくれ。
How many more seconds now?
5秒前。
Okay, 5. Thank you for the update.
4、3。
Well. She got it. Is it just gonna shake it off? Wait, no. It got hurt. Dang, look at her go. Aw. Just let it go.
負傷者は駐屯地で治療を受けてこい。他は戦場を清掃。死傷者を統計しろ。修理可能な機械も回収しておけ。それとマグニの責任者を呼んでこい。
Yeah, that really did mess things up, which is like, ugh. Dmitry viciously kicks a broken machine near his feet after silencing his comms.
何が PMC だ。何がマグニセキュリティだ。クソの役にも立たねえ。
On the other end, HIDE 404's three other members rush over under orders from Klukai.
惜しかったね。もうちょっとだったのに。人間たちもヘマしなければ。
Yeah, the humans didn't drop the ball.
クルカイ隊長。
Or at least the guy in the truck.
あんたのせいじゃないわ。
でもやっぱり悔しい。あのブージャム、もう襲ってこないといいけど。
Andrews looks worriedly in the direction the Boojum escaped.
アンドリスのあれ、すごい威力だったね。デールのやつ、結構バイオレンスなのかも。
ミシティ、ビオカ、あんたたちは先に集落に戻って待機。アンドリス、さっきの爆発の原因を調べて。
Looking at a bunch of Survey Corps soldiers gathering around a chunk of the Boojum's torso, Klukai puts her gun away.
あっちの様子を見てくるわ。
おい、嘘だろ。いや、間違いないだろ。さっき総長にも伝えたから、もうじき来るはずだ。
Going past the shocked soldiers, Klukai sees spots of silvery white light shining from underneath the bloody mess. Viewing it at a different angle, Klukai realizes that the shine comes from a piece of metal. The piece of metal protrudes from a broken stump, its surface already covered with some crystals due to the effects of collapse radiation.
ドッグタグ？
Klukai attempts to come closer for confirmation, but Dmitry, who has rushed over upon hearing the news, picks it up immediately upon seeing it. Dmitry swipes off the residue on his protective suit, then looks at the words carved on the piece of metal for 2 seconds before keeping it. The soldiers disappear, but Klukai remains.
ローレンのタグね。文字は見えなかったけど、もしかして路線防衛軍のあのブージャム、あんたの仲間を食べたの？
さあな、だとしてもお前には関係ねえ。だが
Dmitry stops, and after a bit of struggle, turns towards her and gives her a formal military salute. Oh, he's actually thanking her! Oh my goodness! Good job, Dmitry! Giving credit where credit is due. After staring at the spot where the dog tags once was, Klukai accepts his thanks calmly. She turns and walks towards Andres, who is waiting a short distance away after finishing intel gathering. Not far away, the Survey Corps have concluded their post-combat tally. The personnel responsible runs to Dmitry. Ooh, 32% of them lost.
爆発した車両は以前の戦闘でタンクを損傷し、修理が間に合わなかったためにああなったそうです。
Yeah, of course.
了解。
After a minute of waiting, the comms request is accepted.
こちらはロクサット主義合衆国連盟所属第7環境調査隊3762小隊ディミトリー総長です。これより定期報告を行います。
どうだ、順調か。
3日の行軍を経て集落にいる先遣部隊の医療チームと合流しました。行軍中に行った環境調査の結果は後ほどメールにて報告いたします。
Mangi security were the forces we fought while investigating Paradius. Ah.
この調子で任務を続行したまえ。
順位。今回の調査任務を一時中断した上で増援を派遣願います。任務は
Saucy security.
後に再開すべきと判断します。その理由は我々は集落で 少なくとも4級以上のブージャムに遭遇しました。名称及び番号は識別できず、その体の一部から MIA とされていた兵士のタグが見つかっています。ドッグタグが見つかったということは、彼らはもう。
Dmitry falls silent, but grits his teeth and pushes on to complete the sentence.
すでに戦死したものと思われます。
The calm shadow falls into a moment of silence.
上層部に報告し、増援を要請しよう。だが、任務は続けてもらいたい。
今の我々では4級のブージャムには対抗できません。今回だって10人以上が死んだんですよ。残った者だけでは任務など遂行できません。これじゃいたずらに兵を死なせるだけだ。
Noticing he has lost control of his emotions, Dmitry steadies himself.
申し訳ありません。つまりそのより強力な増援がなければ任務は遂行できません。でなければ
Like, boss, we need the proper support, boss, please.
だけです。
君の心中は察するよ、ディミトリー総長。だが、大陸間列車の敷設を遅らせるわけにはいかない。ルートが変更されて以来、新たなプランの制定が急務となっている。君たちが集めたデータ、調査した土地、建設した基地局の一つ一つが計画全体へ重大な影響を及ぼすのだ。任務を続行してくれ。そうした方が増援
Wow,
を
thanks,
や
boss.
りやすいだろう。私も可及的速やかに増
How
援
kind of you, boss.
はっ、順位。
次の報告も期待しているよ。
After ending the communication, Dmitry notices that the soldiers around him are carrying strange expressions.
怖けりゃ言え。何も恥じることもない。恐怖を感じない奴は人間じゃねえ。機械だ。
総長、あれはブージャムですよ。我々は頂上列車でもブージャムに遭遇してます。兵站駐屯軍の支援がなかったら列車はブージャムに粉々にされてたはずです。
わかってる。
He lets out a heavy sigh.
炊事兵に伝えろ。今夜はごちそうだとな。死んだ奴らの遺族への保証は俺が申請しておく。
はい。
さあ、持ち場に戻れ。
総長はどうします？
俺は後だ。見落としがないか確認しておくさ。
The storm continues, but dusk is approaching. As the setting sun paints a deep red over the broken, desolated land, Dmitry squeezes the found dog tags. Despite being isolated from the thick protective suit, he can almost feel the hardness and lifeless cold that belongs only to metal. For a long time, he simply looks towards the wilderness in front of him without speaking a single word. The wilds respond only with the sound of boundless wind. Dmitry hesitates for a moment, and without regard for anything at all, he yanks off his protective mask and spits hard on the ground.
最悪の気分だぜ。
なんてことない勝利だが、休む理由にはちょうどいいだろ。
Yeah, he at least cares for them. So having Dmitry as a friend is good, but as a enemy, no. Ah, gotta redo that later. Oh man. Okay. Having crossed the point of deviation, what follows is a gradual convergence. HIDE 404 is temporarily camping out in an abandoned dwellings of the settlement. Klukai contacts Leva to report on their progress. As Klukai stares at the relaxed but attentive eyes of Leva through her comms, her neural cloud wanders out of the present and into the memories of the years past. Do you want to hide your hair just to be a guard? Where are you going? A military academy? Oh, how could that be? It's just a measure to blend in and be low-key. Okay, have a look, 416. Don't they look kind of cool? Kukai remembers even now the day UMP-45 sent off on a long-term mission at the Non-Military Forces Administration. Pulling her suit straight and somewhat comically swishing her shaggy head of hair that she was not used to, it seemed as if it would just fly off her head the next second. UMP-9 and G11 stand alongside, their countenances troubled. It would be better and more convenient for dolls to simply switch to another body if the members of Squad 404 stayed silent on the matter. Oh, UMP-45 Leva was the original squad leader of Squad 404. After UMP-45 left for a while, UMP-9 was also temporarily hired by Kalina, leaving only 2 members at the 404 base. Following a period of struggle, the elite doll known as 416 took over as the leader of Squad 404. Although she had gotten her long-cherished wish, the circumstances under which it was achieved were far from satisfying. In the time that followed, Squad 404 underwent personnel expansion and structural adjustments. The once awkward attire gradually became a perfect fit for the doll, now known as Leva, as if she'd always belonged there. At first, Klukai felt disturbed and annoyed every time she saw Leva in her suit, but as time went on, Leva proved to her that UMP-45 had never left 404. Of course, her more unsavory personality traits were simply buried further down. As for not changing bodies, she's able to, but if she does, she'll lose her memories of UMP-40, the first person who treated her kindly and the reason for living. Aww. Original 404 was UMP-45 level leader, UMP-6 Lena, HK-416 Klukai, and G11 Mekti. Okay, so Klukai and Mekti were original members too. Klukai looks towards the other 3 members of the team with no pleasure on her face. Mekti, having received her new travel kit, is fast asleep. Underis is maintaining her beloved gun, while Bielka is holding her communicator, watching it intently. Oh, UMP-9, not 6. 6-9, close enough. UMP-40 died in the very first mission they went on. 45 was one of the only 2 survivors of the entire operation. Dang! That is oof. The operation was secretly a trap set up by the leader of Paradius. Ah. Freaking Paradius. Hmm. Environmental Survey Corps? Second Squad is the next event that's coming soon? Ooh!
たこそまともに話もできないの？
知ってるわよね。最近ここの調査隊から
Lotus Vector next on the banner.
行方不明者が出てるってこと。
Wilrod, TMP,
エリア内の放射
Harpsy,
線
and
異常に高くなっている。
PP90 Uchi.
当たり前でしょ。でもパラデウスとは関
Oh, I
係
can
ない
see all the second squad in the opening video working together when you build the game.
不明のブー
Cool.
の元凶でしょうね。
もしパラデウスがレッドエリアとイエローエリアで放射線を
And yeah, Klukai does seem to be focused on the results rather than the process.
それでも偶然だって言い切れる？
私の考えなんてどうでもいいわ。あんたの方こそ結局推測の域を出ないじゃない。
そりゃそうよ。実際に現地で調査してるのは来る会だもんね。できればもっとペースを上げてほしいんだけど。
あんたね、全く使えない情報とゴミみたいなネットワークを提供したのが誰なのか忘れたとは言わせないわよ。
UMP-45, Leva, and UMP-9 Len are still in 404, but they work independently now from the two squads.
バカバカしい。
Klukai brings the topic back on track after thinking for a bit.
アクシデントの連続で武器と物資が予想以上に消耗してるわ。この環境と不明勢力の脅威がある限りどんなリスクに直面するか分かったもんじゃない。こんな任務続ける必要ある？
あるでしょうね。パラデウスは神出鬼没よ。どんな手がかりだろうと見逃せないわ。
だからって私たちが危険を冒す理由にはならない。
そう言うだろうと思って特別に増援を2組派遣しておいたから。ちなみに来る会もよーく知ってる人たちよ。
知ってる人たち？
Acquaintances. Klukai lags for a second. Then her face darkens.
まさかあの調査隊じゃないわよね。
ビンゴ。
Oh, she doesn't like that.
リバ。
やはりここは私が。
Hey, Kalina. On the other end of the comms, Kalina pats Leva and then turns the camera towards her.
お久しぶりです。来る会さん。
ええ。
今回はいい加減な環境データを提供してしまい申し訳ありません。
大きな損害はなかったし。
Blushy
もういい
face.
わよ。
Faced with Kalina's sincere apology, Klukai instead begins to feel uncomfortable.
でも調査隊と手を組むなんて賢明とは言い難いわね。
少なくとも信用はできます。こちらにある情報からもその点は心配ないかと。
なぜそう思うの？調査隊と合流してから不明勢力からの襲撃が止んだのよ。
はい、その勢力に関してはある程度目星がついています。情報によれば近頃パラデウスに協力する武装勢力が現れたとのこと。調査隊員
Some
が失踪
other armed powers assisting Paradius.
見かけほど単純ではありません。
パラデウスが新しい協力者を見つけた。
そうなります。あなた方にこの協力関係を洗い出してほしいのです。できることなら確証をつかんでいただきたい。調査隊は我々より先にこの地に着目しています。払ってきた犠牲も少なくありません。ここを大陸間列車が通るようになればロレン政府もより多くの人員を派遣することになるでしょう。私たちの知らない情報を掴んでいる可能性も十分あります。安全面や情報収集の角度から見ても
For me, Dmitry himself is probably trustworthy.
現状における最適解だと言えます。
He's just a jerk, though.
調査隊が協力を受け入れるかしらね。404を信用してるとは到底思えないけど。
ええ、実はちょうど調査隊が増援を要請していたのでちょっとした手を使ってみたんです。正規部隊が到着するまでの間404が調査隊を援護できるように。関連書類はすでに双方にメールで送られているはずです。
さすが手が早いわね。
あなた方をサポート
Kalina's on top of things. Good for her.
カリーナ、リバみたいなやつとは距離を置いた方がいいわよ。
Hearing what Kukaya said, Kalina flashes a cheeky smile from her Griffin days, while Liva shrugs.
それと特別な事情がない限りパラデウスの件についてはくれぐれも内密に。
分かってる。で、リバの言ってたもう一組の増援は誰なの？合流する時間と場所は？
ああ、それは。
The booming voice of Dmitry is heard from outside the building just as Liva was about to answer. Ah, Dmitry. Speaking of Dmitry.
受け取ったようね。増援については会ってからのお楽しみってことで。
... After ending the comms, Klukai gestures for the members of 404 to wait on standby inside while she steps out alone.
人形が寝ないからってここでわめいていいとは言ってないわ。
んなことはどうでもいい。どうなってやがる。なんでお前らが部隊に加わることになってんだ。
非軍事勢力管理局はロレンに隷属してる。人員を融通し合うのは
Dmitry, why are you so upset? You see how capable they are.
知らなかったの？
メールは見たのか。
Noticing Klukai's puzzled expression, Dmitry starts to taunt her with smugness on his face. Wow.
お前ら4人と俺たち調査隊は雇用
Ah, no wonder why he's so smug.
雇用主はこっちだ。言いたいことはわかるな。
つまり
今後はこっちの命令に従ってもらうぞ。面倒を起こすな。
Ah, like good dogs. Yeah, Dmitry. Freaking Dmitry. Oh my goodness. Klukai closes her interface unhappily after confirming the contents of the email. But at least they can be trusted, her neural cloud echoed with Kalina's quote. At last, Klukai manages to suppress her resentment.
契約には従うわ。
Oh my goodness, Dmitry.
面倒ごとに関しては
Why do you have to be so insufferable, dude?
心配したら
Just, ah. You know, I'll vote for Leva.
遅れるな。
Lena, you know, I'll try a bit. Meanwhile, Blue Sphere is giving a routine report to Cocoon on the road.
味方が目標を発見したようです。
おめでとう。やっと見つけたわね。
目標の移動速度は予想の 40% 以上です。さらに移動ルートの計算に誤差が発生。回収までさらに時間を要します。
じゃあ急がないと。そういえば私が送った増援結構使えるでしょ。あ、マグニセキュリティのことね。それでターゲットは始末できた？コネを駆使して手に入れた輸送の依頼なのよ。失敗してたら嫌だわ。
まだです。ロレンの環境調査隊と4名の戦術人形がいたため回収は困難。あの場は逃がすほかありませんでした。すでに追っ手を手配しています。必ずやブージャムを殲滅し
To retrieve
例のものを
it.
回収してご覧に入れましょう。
はあ、工事魔王子ね。
Good things truly take time, let them cook.
回収した後は全員始末しておくのよ。私の可愛い戦場相当部隊隊長。
かしこまりました。基地局の破壊は順調に進んでいます。ほどなくして敵は一切の連絡手段を失うでしょう。彼らの装備に特筆すべきところはありません。マグニセキュリティの武装部隊でも たやすく排除できます。
用心するに越したことはないわ。今の事態だって油断したせいでこうなったんでしょ。
One last detail about Liva and Klukai. The very first time they met, Klukai was so arrogant about how superior she was. She basically started assaulting Liva to the point Klukai was kicked out of the operation. Ironically, this saved her life. It was an operation where you and P40 and so many others died. Ah! Dang!
承知いたしました。用心して参ります。
それじゃ切るわね。
Yeah, it's a good thing she didn't go in that case, but ouch!
早く次の子に連絡しないと。ダーチュアもブルースフィアみたいにしっかりしてたらいいのに。
Yay! Woohoo for part 1 so far. I'm gonna do one multiple. Or maybe 2 depending. Dmitry, I just want to bonk him. He is so freaking bonkable. I do like seeing the 404 squad though. Mickey's adorable. Truly adorable. And now, look at me getting this thing. I only have enough for one right now. When they reunited and Klukai was struggling alone to survive in the streets, Leva definitely enjoyed their reversal of fate. Ah, purple. Sad. Blue. 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 Purple. Blue. 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 Ah! Oi, where's my scuffluck? Excuse you? Yeah, next time for sure. And yes, blue, 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 blue archive. Man. Ouchies. You really wanted purple of Mekti's weapon, but you were unlucky. Pain and suffering. You know what? Maybe tonight I'll be able to scrounge up enough for another pull because I ain't using my coins. Those are for clothes. But that's for later me. Tomorrow I'll continue the event for sure. And maybe I can get some, you know what? Let's check. Yeah, I was being kind of bad for my dealies. Oopsies. Just a bit. Let's dig a bit. Oops. Dmitry's like an annoying sibling. An extremely annoying sibling. So incredibly bonkable. The most bonkable dude. Like for reals. Oh, that's not gonna be enough. Actually, maybe. Ahaha, don't mind me. Just gonna do this real quick. See how much I get after this. Hiya! Even more hiya! Okay, let me go in here real quick. Yeah, slightly early for the second preparation stream. Debating when, though. Here, just take this. And now I'm just heading out for a bit. A claim. Excavation. I think I might have. I can double check. Okay. That ain't too bad, actually. But yeah, I claimed those so far. That stuff, yeah. Hey, what is this thingy again? Oops, I was already clicking on that. Touch. Yeah, without the scuff. Imagine having no scuff. Oh my goodness, no scuff would be the greatest thing ever. Truly would be wonderful. Oh wait, not that thingy. Touch. Actually, no, not that thing. Oh wait, no, I should touch. Actually, no. Okay, yep, that's the thing I want to touch. Ehehe. Okay, there, claim that. Okay, that should be enough for summon. Or not. You know, that wasn't it. Never mind. Dang. I was hoping. I gotta do those eventually. Was lazy with that. Very, very lazy. That was just a notification. Okay. Nah, there's like a little bit of time. Just a tiny bit of time. I just gotta do the extra missions. But that's for later on. There's hope in the world. I'm just gonna hope that I do not lose a 50-50. Now if I do, then I cry. Yep. Now I gotta get ready for some Battle Royale tonight. Woohoo! I will finish the event tomorrow for sure. You know, I believe in myself. Yes, all the mini-games collab pieces. I will do those. On my phone. Phone will be easier. At least I'm pretty sure it'll be easier on the phone. But yay, now time to get ready for some Battle Royale. Woohoo! With that being said, thank you for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and epic gacha luck. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye! Woohoo! Gonna get myself a rent Battle Royale and then